I'm going to continue to walk through this area just on top of the dune as we've come up from the northern entry to Puckeys. And I'm going to walk through this area I was just referring to. Now, it is looking incredibly densely vegetated, particularly close to the path. If you look around behind me, in actual fact, you can see that as you get towards nearer the beach there is some more open areas where the vegetation hasn't yet recovered to the same extent. But this is looking very different from what it was even just a few years ago when I started bringing students through here. There was a lot more beauty bush, which is a coastal weed in New South Wales and Queensland, a plant that was originally imported from was brought in probably originally in ballast from boats from South Africa back in the 19th century, but then used extensively in coastal erosion control after World War II, and that plant got away and has covered large areas of the New South Wales and Queensland coast. The other thing you'll see here, of course, is a lot of people walking on the tracks, and young women have just walked past me. It's a very popular recreational area, and that's one of the really important uses of this area as well. So anyway, so a lot of activity has come here. These acacia, coastal acacias have come up. I'm not sure what species they are. I should say I'm not a botanist, I'm a social scientist, I'm a policy person. I do know some of the plants here, and I'll certainly highlight some of them, but some of you maybe who are doing biology or biogeography, in fact, maybe more up on that than me. So a lot of work has been done here. What we're looking at, we might sort of take it and take it as a natural landscape, but in actual fact it's a landscape that has been, if you like, it's the product of a lot of labour of people, but also then of course the agency, I guess, of the plants and the environment here once they've been given the chance to come back. If we find some bitty bush, there still is some around. I'll show it to you. And I'm also going to post, in relation to bitty bush, some videos from elsewhere in New South Wales that can just show you what bitty bush can be like.